Good morning. I just wanted to do a short video and talk about these galvanized raised beds. Um, they are they're good for cheap, but some of them are cheaper than others. Let me turn off my alarm here. I've got eggs in the incubator and I set myself alarms to turn them 3 times a day because I don't have them in the incubator with the automatic turner. I got them in the old school one. My hens aren't old, they're old. I've got one 4-year-old out there. She's my broody. Every year she hatches out a couple of clutches. But my son wants the rooster to go, so I'm hatching out some of its offspring. Or hopefully they're fertile eggs. I'll be checking them in 2 or 3 days with a light to see if they are. And if they are, we'll hatch them and I'll have some of his offspring. And he'll either go to another home, or I know some people don't want to hear this. And if you don't, I'm sorry. He'll go for food. He'll be harvested. I like my chickens a lot. They're not pets. They're here for a reason. They're here for eggs and fertilizer. That's what they're here for. As a matter of fact, my son really wants me to cut the flock in half. We have 15 chickens and there's 2 of us. Yeah, I've got a couple of egg customers that depend on me for eggs. But I think even if I cut my flock in half, I could still supply them and us. And I have put dozens and dozens and dozens of eggs in the dehydrator. And dehydrated them so for future use. I see a hen wanting to go in the coop, and she seems to have forgotten where the door is, and is wanting to get up on top of it. She can't fly up there, I don't think, and the door's wide open. No, it's open, but when she gets to the part where it's not fully open, she gets turned around. That's probably one that needs to go. She can't find her way in to lay. I'll probably find an egg somewhere on the chicken yard sometime today. Okay, I was going to talk about these raised beds. This one right here came with the rubber around the top that you put around the top. This one over here, and all the rest of these, except for that taller one there, came with no rubber around the top, and they're cheap. They're really cheap. I'd say if you're going to use these kind of beds, I think I paid like $30 on Amazon for them. You can tell they're already galvanizing as, what do you call that? It's where the galvanized metal turns. It's not toxic. It's not going to make your food bad or anything like that. It doesn't hold up to the weather. It looks worn before it's worn, I'll put it that way. And these beds were just put in this year. That one, this one over here, I think there was 3 put in this year. No, 4 or 5 if I count those long skinny beds. And all these from different companies. Well, no, this one here, that one over there, and that one in the back and that one over there in the back was from the same company, but they all came off Amazon. And this one right here is older. I mean, is as old, and it's not doing that thing yet. But you can see that screw right there has rusted. It doesn't bother me that the screw has rusted. They're easily replaced. Like I said, they're cheap, but they work. And if you don't have a lot of money to go out and buy those big, nice beds, the most money I spent on any of the beds was this one right here. This powder-coated one on the inside, and this painted metal on the outside. It's been pretty durable. I've had it now for maybe 3 years, and I banged into it with with my shovel and things like that with the wheelbarrow, and it's not dented it or scratched it, so I guess it's pretty good stuff. But this one costed, I believe I paid $199 for this one, but that was back, oh Lord, 3 years ago, before things went through the roof. So I seriously doubt you'd get that one for $199 now. But all of these here, most every one of them, the ones I bought in 2022 was 30 bucks. In 23 they were 35. I would imagine now they're probably 40. But you can tell, see the difference in the metal, those two panels right there, and the metal on the end, how the weather is already showing on it. But the two panels in the middle look brand new. It's because it's different metals. You get what you pay for, I've always heard. I've always been told. My son's bad to tell me that, because he'll spend money on higher priced products than I will. I'm not a Grinch. I'm just on a fixed budget, so I know what I can do and what I can't do. And I probably should harvest those little broccoli florets, because I see one there that's trying to go to flower. I'm going to make this short. I just wanted to tell you about these raised beds, just in case you're like me and you have a physical handicaps that keeps you from digging up the dirt and planting in the dirt, or do lasagna gardening or anything like that. I guess the wind blew that back. I've had 2 back surgeries, and it makes it really hard for me to bend much. And those short beds usually contain tall crops, so I don't have to bend so far to, harvest anything out of them. And 2, if my back's really bad, I can always get my son to take it out for me, harvest it. Well, we got somebody laying an egg, and that one over still hunting away, and I guess maybe I should go and push that door back a little more for her. Alright, I'm going to make this short and sweet. And I want to thank all you new folks that came over to my channel and commented. Even a lot of you subscribed. That was such a blessing, and thank you, Grandma Sandy. You're a great person. You're a sweet, sweet lady. And if I had a lot of followers, I'd do exactly what you're doing and promote small channels, because it's hard. I'm not trying to make money off this. I want to help people if I can. I've been doing it a long time. I don't know everything. I don't think any gardener does. But I'd like to share what I do know, what has worked for me and what hasn't. So the new gardeners coming along, people trying for the first time in their life to grow their own food, maybe they won't make the mistakes we did and burn up the stuff we burned up, in the past with over-fertilization. And there's something else I want to tell you about these raised beds, especially the cheap ones. Now, I don't know where you could get away with it with this one or not, but it's not so cheap. I would recommend using organic fertilizers, because I feel like the synthetic fertilizers would cause these to rust and deteriorate faster, because synthetic fertilizers has salt in them. And plus, you don't want a lot of salts built up in your soil, because you're going to use it to plant other things. That's just my recommendation. It's yours. It would be yours to do whatever you wanted to with, but there's some good organic fertilizers out there. If you're in a place where you can buy that Nature Safe, it's a good go-to. But the only way I can get it here is to order it in 5-pound bags off of Amazon, and it's too expensive to order that way. And but you can buy it in 40-pound bags, I believe, in some co-ops and stores, but we just don't have it in my area. I wish we did. And coop growth seems to be very popular. It's a composted chicken manure pellet. Well, I'm not going to go out and buy that because I've got a lot of composted chicken manure myself. If you look over there, you see that black trash drum. I use it. I put leaves, grass, things out of the garden that the chickens don't particularly like. They don't care for carrot tops and stuff like that. All the green matter, and a lot of these leaves and things like that go in it. And the chicken manure helps break it down faster. So I'm not going to go buy any composted chicken manure because Lord knows I have plenty of that. And I have plenty of potatoes here and here. And there's 2 bags over there. I know it's early for potatoes before y'all tell me. I know it's early. I planted these in January actually, right after the freeze. And I've already got some coming up over. I thought if I can get them growing and producing before the hot weather sets in here, because hot weather kills potatoes here. I mean, the humidity and the heat, before they can go, I mean, we make nice big potatoes, but before they can, you'll dig them and they'll have a lot of small potatoes that would have matured if you could have left them in there longer. And maybe if I get them early and we don't get a hard freeze or a heavy frost, I can cover them if it's just a frost. But a hard freeze, maybe I'll be able to let mine mature out to where I have a lot of nice big potatoes instead of a lot of little bitty ones that would have been big ones if I could have left them. I hope you're having a blessed week, and I will see you on another video.